It's not bragging if you do what you say you're gonna do. So, and you know, like when people say, when you know, bumps and bruises come with the sport of boxing.
I'm telling you, this version of Tank is gonna be dangerous, bruh. If you know about boxing, come on, it is Gervonta Davis.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly stunned by Gervonta Davis's intense training ahead of his highly anticipated rematch with Lamont Roach. Davis looked ferocious in camp, unleashing lightning-fast combinations and showcasing sharp footwork and devastating power. His performance has impressed even his longtime supporters, making it clear he's entering this fight with a mission to dominate. Meanwhile, Lamont Roach is also grinding hard in training camp, showing equal dedication as he sharpens his skills and builds strength for the rematch. With both fighters pushing themselves to the limit, fans can expect a thrilling and fiercely competitive battle when they step into the ring. Many observers believe Gervonta "Tank" Davis's underwhelming performance in his first fight against Lamont Roach was less about Roach's skills and more about Davis's personal struggles at the time. Tank himself admitted he was battling serious mental and physical challenges, even expressing a need for therapy and revealing he had considered stepping away from the sport altogether. Despite these hardships, he still chose to step into the ring with Roach. Now, the rematch offers Davis a fresh opportunity to showcase his true abilities and prove that his earlier showing wasn't a reflection of his full potential when he's mentally and physically at his best.
Lamont Roach in training camp, ready for one of the biggest rematches in 2025 against Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the biggest faces of boxing. What a man.
The first fight exposed some clear vulnerabilities in Gervonta "Tank" Davis's game, as Lamont Roach was able to find and capitalize on holes in Davis's defense and test his stamina. The upcoming rematch is a crucial moment in Tank's career. It will determine whether that initial performance was just an off night or a sign that his power and effectiveness are starting to fade. With critics questioning his form and durability, the pressure is on for Davis to deliver a dominant performance and re-establish himself as one of the sport's elite.
He wants to do therapy. He wants to do real estate. They want to say he wasn't all in because him and Roach are friends, and he's going to be focused for the second fight. A lot of excuses. They want to say it's because of the braids, you know, the oil getting in his eye. Whatever. This is what really happened. And I just now came to this conclusion because I've been making some other videos for Patreon, but Lamont Roach posted a video recently on...
Floyd Mayweather has previously expressed doubts about the true extent of Gervonta "Tank" Davis's power. However, recent training footage showing Davis unleashing explosive combinations and going through intense drills has clearly caught Mayweather's attention. The videos highlight a fighter who appears more focused, sharper, and more dangerous than expected, prompting Floyd to rethink his earlier skepticism and recognize Tank's evolving skills and high-level readiness.
I don't know if Lamont Roach exposed weaknesses of Tank Davis. It very much reminds me of Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia. What Roach did, Rolly was doing the same thing. He ended up implementing it better against Ryan Garcia. Tank was having huge issues, and that's the black two sugars. Watch me call that fight. I started laughing. I couldn't believe it because all he was patient with good power. All Roach was patient. He stayed focused. That's why him drinking and partying and shit is messing with me, because he beat him here. He stayed so damn focused, and he knew when Tank was going to punch. He knew when not to punch, and when he countered Tank, he rocked Tank. Tank got rocked at least twice that fight.
The relationship between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta "Tank" Davis has been tense for years, strained by disagreements over career decisions and training strategies. Floyd was initially vocal about his concerns regarding Tank taking a rematch with Lamont Roach, viewing it as a risky and potentially unnecessary challenge. However, after witnessing Tank's intense preparation and laser-focused mindset in training camp, Mayweather seems genuinely surprised by the commitment Davis is showing. Tank understands that this fight is critical to maintaining his legacy. A loss this time would leave no room for excuses, raising the stakes to an all-time high.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
Many boxing analysts believe the hype around Lamont Roach's performance in the first fight may be exaggerated. Gervonta Tank Davis went down not from a clean knockout punch, but due to impaired vision caused by grease getting into his eyes, a detail often overlooked in post-fight discussions. This key moment changes how the fight should be viewed, suggesting Roach's win wasn't as decisive as some claim. Now, Tank is returning with renewed strength and ferocity, sending a clear message to the boxing world. The version of him stepping into the ring this time is more dangerous than ever, and not to be underestimated.
When Floyd left Bob Arum, it's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not going to elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just going to say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth. And I think it will serve him best to go and be his.
Remarkably, even Gervonta Tank Davis's critics, and those who haven't traditionally backed him, are now predicting a clear victory for him in the rematch. The growing consensus is that Tank is locked in like never before, fully motivated and aware that this fight plays a major role in shaping his legacy. Unlike past situations, he's not distracted by other potential opponents or outside noise. His entire focus is on Lamont Roach. Many believe this laser-sharp mindset will be the key to Davis reasserting his dominance and getting his career firmly back on track.
People keep saying like Lamont dang near like beat Tank like clean. Like basically like we seen it like, yeah, he did Tank that one, but like Tank was limping out the ring. Bro, he didn't even get over on Tank for real. Y'all only saying that because Tank took the knee. And when Tank took the knee, it wasn't how like Ryan Garcia was when he took the knee once Tank went to his body. It was like, dang, like I'm taking him and get right back up. Can you do that in boxing? No. But y'all can't say that basically that, oh yeah, he won because of the knee. That shows that people just want to see Tank lose, bro. Cause y'all betting y'all money on basically Tank losing because of that knee. Yes, it was a good fight. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Lamont was defending himself like he's skilled. But, bro, he ain't walk all over Tank. Tank, bro, if y'all go back and watch the highlights, I just watched the highlights last night. Them last couple of rounds, bro, Lamont was balled up. Tank was literally, he was trying, like you could tell Tank was like, dang, I waited too long. So he was trying to throw some stuff like to make sure he get that one blow. But it didn't work. So that's why they doing that rematch so they could start over from scratch. Round 1 to round 12, we gonna start over clean and let's see what's going on now. Now y'all want to be saying, oh no, man, I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, the first fight is what matters. No, it don't. Tank was, look, he real enough to say, hey, bro, let's do a rematch. Now, if he ain't do a rematch, he's like, oh, yeah, something going on. Nah, hush, hush. Hey, Calvin, step to the side. Let me get somebody else right now. I'm going to be hush. Let me get back in the gym and put my hat on. And we go at it again. I'm not going to lie. I'm telling you, this version of Tank is going to be dangerous, bro. If you know about boxing, come on, it is Gervonta Davis, bro. Dude is a beast. You think he finna walk around with that on his resume that he almost got cooked by Lamont Roach? Bruh, if he doing a rematch, he doing it for a reason. He's about to make an example out of him. I'm sorry to tell y'all. And Lamont, you're skilled. But the fact that you keep on trying to just pull that up, like that one knee. I beat him because of that one knee. You know, I don't care if he had grease in his eye or not. I whooped him because of that. Bruh, that's how you know he don't got confidence that he's a better fighter than Tank. The fact that he's trying to, because he know that chance comes once in a lifetime. That's why he's so big on trying to, go back and play the tape.
Following controversial referee decisions in the first fight, both fans and analysts are calling for the rematch to be officiated by a truly impartial referee. The original bout, overseen by Steve Willis, drew criticism for perceived bias in favor of Gervonta "Tank" Davis, casting a shadow over the result and raising questions about fairness. In response, Lamont Roach's team has formally requested that Willis not be assigned to the rematch. The goal is to ensure clean, unbiased officiating so the outcome reflects the fighter's true skill and performance, free from any lingering controversy.
Breaking news from Mike Coppinger, Tank vs. Roach rematch has been booked for August 16th, I want to say. This fight's going to take place in Las Vegas, so no, Tank will not be fighting Jake Paul. He will not be looking at any further opponents. He's going to be fighting Lamont Roach once more. What does this mean for Tank? What does this mean for Roach? Not much. I mean, it's a rematch. Tank lost the first fight. He got to get it back, I guess. What are my predictions for this fight? I'm going to go domination by Gervonta Davis. I'm not a big Tank fan, but I don't like Roach whatsoever as a boxer. It's going to take a little bit more from Roach for me to just think that he's on the level of Tank. Like I always say, we have 25 plus fights of Lamont Roach. He's never looked like a great fighter. I don't think this fight alone makes him a great fighter. I don't think he's going to carry this momentum on into the rematch. I'm going to go Gervonta Davis, brutal, typical knockout fashion. I'm expecting Roach to vacate his 130 title, stop holding up that division. I'm expecting him to make a legit campaign at 135 after being knocked out. But you guys let me know, who do y'all got in the rematch? Did you even want to see this rematch? You guys let me know.
You know, obviously the part with the grease in the eye, that took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? That was a headline in the fight. One is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you said you don't think he willing though.
Whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fucking around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But you, it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah, fuck that
What?
nigga.
Yeah.
You know how many
put Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look how many times he fucked the fight up though. Right. The knee, him going to the corner to get assistance, like, who knows? Not saying that they did any cheating shit or nothing like that. But like, he wiped his face with a towel. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do none of that.
Right.
That's a disqualification. You turned your back on the ref after you took a knee. Usually the ref gonna be like, all right, he don't want to fight no more. Fight's over.
So, who do you think will win this high-stakes rematch? Gervonta "Tank" Davis or Lamont Roach? Will Tank prove the first fight was just a fluke, or will Roach solidify his claim as the better fighter? We want to hear from you. Drop your predictions in the comments below and let us know who you're backing and why. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest boxing updates and fight breakdowns.